Hello, markets are open. It's a Monday, 1 June 2026. Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel Monday Update. Right, as we track these markets, if you missed our weekly market analysis, you want to go and check one of our videos that was posted yesterday. This video is going to help you understand exactly what we are doing right now as we update this. My name is Prophet Bonang, the founder and the leader at Bonang Financial Institute, where we offer lifetime mentorship to various students who are coming from various aspects of life. If you want to know more about trading, kindly do not hesitate to visit www.bonangfinance.co.za and see you on the community. All right, my dear friends, do not forget to like and subscribe. Right, I'm going to give you an update basically based on how we analyze these markets on a Sunday. One of the most challenging things in your trading journey is likely going to be capital. We have partnered with Commit Capital to help traders in their journey. I have worked with Commit Capital. I have been funded with Commit Capital. I have received various payouts from Commit Capital. Therefore, it's safe to literally recommend you to jump into Commit Capital. Commit Capital is a prop firm that helps traders with funding, unleash your trading potential, expand your funded account to an impressive $1 million US. Take your trading to the next level, right? 8 hours. Quick and reliable payouts, right? Maximize your earnings 85%. You can go up to $1 million with Commit Capital. All right, secure funding in 3 simple steps. Kickstart your trading career with Commit Capital by following these easy 3 steps. Accept the challenge, complete the verification, trade with real capital. Basically, that's how it goes. Commit Capital is partnered with 2 regulated brokers, which is RCG Markets and Space Markets, right? Right, Commit Capital offers instant funding accounts up to $2,500, not that much though, and also 50,000 rands. Commit Capital funds in 2 currencies, rands, which is the South African rands, South African currency, and US dollar, the US dollar, right? They have got instant funding, 1 phase challenge, up to $200,000, up to 4 million rands. They've got 2 phase, which is up from 25,000 rands up to 4 million rands, from 1,250 to 200,000. They've got also classic 2 phase all the way to 200,000 and also 4 million rand capital. Right, you want to use the code BFI30 for a 30% discount on all Commit Capital challenges. BFI30 gives you 30% discount. Right, if you want to learn more about prop firm trading, you want to stick to this YouTube channel. It will help you, guide you also on how to pass these prop firm challenges. Now that the markets are open, it's best we track them live as well so that you can be able to see exactly what I am talking about and what I'm looking for in these markets. Right, the markets were literally sleeping here on a Friday. This is where we rested around 51,000 and 37 there. The market opened a bit bullish, pushed a little bit towards our buy TP, unfortunately failed to reach the initial buy TP of 51,410. Right, the market went back to the initial value, which is 51,037 right there. Market is literally resting in this point, and it's owing to reaching the levels of support, which is 50,000 and 50,674, 50,703 there. Please ignore this date. I think that's an error of my indicator here, but the data is 100% accurate. Right, so what I'm looking at right now is the fact that the market did not literally do anything. The buyers and the sellers, it's flat. This is what I can say. If we are to analyze these markets on a serious institutional level, you'll see that the market literally opened at this level, went back to rest in that zone, but currently breaking below that zone. Could we continue going down, or this is just manipulation? Then we shall continue going back up. That is not known. Nobody knows that. What we know is that the market is back at that same level of 51,037 right now. Now, looking at this market, there is likelihood of the market going back to finding support around 50,000 and 703 there, and then push back up with serious strength to fulfill that buy TP right there. I have always said, if you listen to those analyses, I say to buy at the high is very risky. And these are the kind of things that I'm talking about. If a person was buying right now, is currently praying that this market comes back up there. Right, and buys are not favorable. Why? Because the stop loss has to be below the previous closing price of 50,674 there, and there's no guarantee if that level is going to hold. Right, there's a high possibility that this market could still rip you off on these sales and continue declining and declining and declining. So buying at this zone is very deadly, unless if you had a break even, provided this market went back up with you right there. So at this point, the market is flat. The market is still sitting at the zone that we started off from around 12 a.m. during the opening Central Africa time. I don't know what time that would be wherever you are watching from. So at this particular point, there's nothing that I can do. I cannot sell, I cannot buy. The buyer is in trouble, the seller is also in trouble. Either way, this is a flat market as we look into it. If I'm to look for buys, the area to buy from is 50,703 there. That's the safest area to take buys from, right? Take longs around that area and target that area of interest right there, which is 51,400 right there. As for SL, myself, I'm an individual who sizes my positions in such a way that I'm okay with whatever that comes my way. But looking at this, even buys, guys, are not favorable because there is a level of the last month, which is 50,319. So if this market breaks that level, the next stop is going to be that one. You can imagine how wide that SL would be. My advice, or what I would look into, is to go in on a small scale than higher scale at this level, right? There is no strength at all where the market is currently sitting. It's just doing its shenanigans. Let's look into the monthly candle. We saw the monthly candle opening bullish, now bearish. So what does that mean? This is a very strong candle, a monthly candle. You know what that means? 30 days or 31 days. Should be 30 days since we're in June. 30 days of, we could decline halfway of that candle. So 15 days of going down is possible, or 15 days of going up, it's also possible. Now that's an opening of the month, so you want to be careful. You can see the market went up, market went down, so flat there. You want to, it's undecided for now. We'd rather observe and see it. Right, better to take scalping trades, but at this point there's nothing that an individual can do at this point. All right, looking at Nasdaq, there we go. Nasdaq around 4 a.m. I took a trade which was a sell. Like if you remember, like I said, if you missed our weekly analysis, kindly go there and check. I said there's nothing that Nasdaq can do apart from fulfilling the 30,521, and that's an umbrella for us. We're expecting the market to go down from this relevant area, and therefore the market has already done exactly what we would have expected the market to do. As you can see, the market sold. I did take the sell, but I don't know what happened. I think this is an emotional issue, the issues of stress or something that is reflecting in my trade, right? I took a trade. I was targeting almost $6,000. I came out around $2,000. I could be said and done for this whole week, but what can I do? That was a very beautiful trade there. I wasted it. So nevertheless, there's nothing that I can do. We'll just have to continue going and going and going, just like that. Right, looking at the market is damned right. Opened bullish, went to the buy TP, and then filled it, went to the key zone, broke the key zone, and went above beyond the key zone, and then declined further. Now, if we are to look into this market again, the market went back to where it started from. The market started around 12 a.m. here, went up, fulfilled that buy TP, which is 30,442. Go back and see this. You will see that this was a buy, right? If you check our previous video, this was a buy, and that was the TP. That was very, very well smashed without any negotiations. Market opened and pushed straight to TP. Now from there, the only business that this market would have is to literally go back to relevant levels. That's why we sold back into this CV, and also we are expecting the market to go even as further as 30,000 223 there, but that's not the case right now. As we see it, the market is back to this initial value. If you are part of BFI members, you know this is the phase 2 that is currently playing, so the buys are literally in on point at this point. So targeting the high, which is the new all-time high price around 50,560 there, would be ideal. So that's an active buy, going back to this buy, second round, and then final destination is expected right there. Well, looking at the monthly candle again, that's the same thing that we saw with US30, right? The market opened bullish, currently bearish, bullish, so undecided. You want to be very, very careful. That monthly candle there is sharp. Anything can happen right there, so you want to observe, do not rush these markets. But I think if I bought back, I could have made the same amount that I would have made here, which is almost 2,500 right there. 2,500 down, 2,500 up. That's a 5K done for the day. You get my point? So other than that, guys, at this point, the market is back at a flat level. If we are to mark these levels institutionally, you'll see that the market went back up and then went back to the value. Market did not go anywhere. If the Nasdaq people are to announce, price didn't do anything, right? Didn't do anything, didn't gain anything at all, didn't lose, didn't gain. So that's basically what is currently happening with the Nasdaq. So we'll observe the price, and tomorrow we shall also see how the market is going to, the closure of today's market will determine how the market is going to move tomorrow, right? So since we track the data, so we shall see and wait what the data is going to tell us, and then we shall also know what's next, right? So for now, the only thing that we can do is just to observe and play around the levels that we already have while we wait for new transactional levels that are coming from the Nasdaq. One of the most challenging things in your trading journey is likely going to be capital. We have partnered with Commit Capital to help traders in their journey. I have worked with Commit Capital. I have been funded with Commit Capital. I have received various payouts from Commit Capital. Therefore, it's safe to literally recommend you to jump into Commit Capital. Commit Capital is a prop firm that helps traders with funding, unleash your trading potential, expand your funded account to an impressive $1 million US, take your trading to the next level, right? 8 hours, quick and reliable payouts, right? Maximize your earnings, 85%. You can go up to $1 million with Commit Capital. All right, secure funding in 3 simple steps. Kickstart your trading career with Commit Capital by following these easy 3 steps. Accept the challenge, complete the verification, trade with real capital. Basically, that's how it goes. Commit Capital is partnered with 2 regulated brokers, which is RCG Markets and Space Markets, right? Right, Commit Capital offers instant funding accounts up to $2,500, not that much though, and also 50,000 rands. Commit Capital funds in 2 currencies, rands, which is the South African rands, South African currency, and US dollar, the US dollar, right? They have got instant funding, 1 phase challenge, up to $200,000, up to 4 million rands. They've got 2 phase, which is up from 25,000 rands up to 4 million rands, from 1,250 to 200,000. They've got also classic 2 phase all the way to 200,000 and also 4 million rand capital. Right, you want to use the code BFI30 for a 30% discount on all Commit Capital challenges. BFI30 gives you 30% discount. Right, if you want to learn more about prop firm trading, you want to stick to this YouTube channel. It will help you, guide you also on how to pass these prop firm challenges. Itself. All right, other than that, let's go into gold. Right, gold, this could be a quick one. All right, guys, gold, we're expecting sales on a Friday, right at this price, which is 4,535. Unfortunately, this sell didn't play out very well. The market went up and slept above this zone, right? And then this Monday, would have expected the market to sell around 4,585 right there. That's what we would have expected the market to do. Unfortunately, this market didn't sell right there. I mean, we're expecting the market to open around 12 by pushing up back to activate our sales and then hit our targets. This didn't play out. What happened is the market sold from our sell entry of Friday, continued hitting take profit number 1, take profit number 2, and take profit number 3 right there. So the sellers continued dominating. So what's there right now is the market should go back to at least that relevant zone, and then we sell from that zone. So the only thing that we do at this point is to go to a lower time frame, which is the 5 minutes time frame. This is what I would do myself, looking at how these markets are right now. What I would do is to buy right where the market is sitting right there, go long, right? I would go long there, right where the market is sitting there. I would go long right there, and then I'm buying back into these my relevant levels. 4,495 is my TP number 1, 4,525 TP number 2, 4,555 TP number 3, and then final TP is 4,585 right there. 4,555 TP number 3, TP number 4, 4,885 right there. No, 4,585, sorry. Right, so buying back into that zone is what I would be expecting the market to do, and this is how I'm going to be like in this. And then what I do usually is to mark my levels up to 15. I would give it 15 points downside. That's where I can then stop loss from. If it breaks my 15 mark, then it's done. I'm not going to continue fighting the buyback level, right? So this is exactly how I'm going to be like in these markets. Break it's the tight stop loss as I can, right? So that's how I am on this gold. Then we shall see if today's sell-off shall play out. If it doesn't play out today, then we shall always mark those levels and leave them relevant for the next trading session, right? As we can see, Friday data played out on a Monday, so this Monday data could still play out on a Tuesday, right? So we shall see that. So those relevant levels are very key and very important to do monitor, right? Other than that, guys, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on these Monday updates, right? You want to be very cautious, trade with what you can afford to lose, and be extra careful. Do not be an individual who is in a hurry to make money. Do not be an individual who also trades out of ignorance, right? You want to be part of those that being mentored. Okay, what I have noticed also is one thing. It's not all the time that when I do these videos, the people that watch them literally need mentorship. There are people who are serious traders who understand trading that are also part of those who watch these videos. And I appreciate you reaching out and letting me know how this channel is literally helping you. You know, it's something else to always be in a position where you think you can educate somebody, whereas you can also be educated by somebody, right? To get my point. So we want to build that community where we share opinions, not that there is always that guy who is ultimate the best out of this whole thing. Understand? Okay, for me, I prefer trading prop firms over personal capital, right? And because I'm coming from a very low background, I don't have any backup at all. No school, nothing, no certificate, nothing. So if I blow everything I have, it means I'm going to be in trouble. So prop firm saves me from a lot of disaster, right? You can jump into our community and see some benefits right there. Visit www.bonangfinance.co.za and be part of our trading community, right? Thank you, guys. See you on the next one. Tuesday, I'm going to give you an update and show you exactly how these markets are going to be like. Okay, you can see USD is still declining, going to 50,700, 50,600 right there. That's where this market might find its support, as I said. Right, let's see what Nasdaq is saying before I close. What time frame did I use here? Let's go to H1. Right, Nasdaq not declining at all, still up and down, right? Still at the same initial value. So we shall see how these markets are like. Okay, guys, so we can say still flat, never went anywhere, right? If you didn't check these cells, I mean, if you took the buys, currently begging the market to go back up. If you took the sells, break even, make sure that you are safe in this kind of a situation or in these kind of markets, right? That's what I can say. That's what I can say. So gold, I'm buying back. We shall see how the gold is going to be like. So I shall update you tomorrow as well as we push forward just like that. Thank you. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.